Greetings, greetings. So, I would like to start off with this. They paid a root worker. They sent the root worker. And when they paid this root worker thought they succeeded. However, this root worker that tried to come up against you was also directed to you from your ancestors. So, listen, the universe is God in the universe is a funny mother beep. Greetings, goddess. Sense of humor, 1,000. This is collective. See, somebody paid a root worker around this Gemini season. And this root worker thought it was a great idea to quickly seal the attack. And you ask yourself this. Damn, they must really be getting desperate to be sending root workers. And it ain't cheap. They must really be desperate to send root workers. Hi, Quia, I think. I can't say it right now. So I want to say this. Yes, they paid a root worker. The root worker told them that the attacks was working. Whole time when I got up here and I told y'all a spiritual attack was happening a few weeks ago, it was not the type of attack y'all thought. It was not an attack from any human outside of me. The attack was me releasing my old self and fully surrendering to the new me and the rebirthed. See, when they sent this root worker, I noticed how everything got quiet. She told them, she said, hey, quiet down. Chill out on the attacks. I got this. But when I condemned her, instantly when she started to flip out, she said, who the fuck is she? Who is she? This is all I kept hearing screaming today when I woke up. Who is she? Who is she? Chosen one, they out here paying root workers. They want root workers to come in your life. Whole time, you needed the root worker as well. They didn't even know they were being called to call this specific root worker. But you needed this specific root worker to bring the balance and help you seal and unseal the generational curse, either in your home, your community, your school, in your businesses. You needed this root worker. So that's why when I be telling people, when some people be like, why did this happen to me? Why people keep trying to attack me? Because it was in your contract before you got on this motherfucking planet. It was in your contract to show kindness, and they see it as a weakness. It was in your contract to investigate the wicked so that you can condemn them to judgment because they've been here a long time, taking and sacrificing different people with spiritual gifts. It was meant for all of this to happen. I didn't say one time, why am I coming in contact with a root worker and why she's not telling on herself? Let me tell you something. My ring camera just went off. If y'all hear that little ding, that's my ring. Any root worker, any witch, any warlock, they have to identify themselves before attacks can even manifest. They have to tell you who they are. Either if they tell you in third party, So if you got somebody coming in your life and they're like, yeah, such and such did try to do some spell work on you, that's their way of telling you that it was them that did it. When you meet certain witches, they have certain smells. That's their way of telling you who they are. Rather is, because before we even got on this planet, it was no regular words. It was always telepathic communication, senses, smells, the way our bodies feel. That was how we really communicated. When you meet a witch, they must identify themselves. When you meet a warlock or a manipulating spirit, they must identify themselves. Now, let me tell you what has taken place in this Gemini season. And this is collective. This is not just about me. If it was about me, do you think I'd be up here just telling you? No. The reason why y'all have been seeing my TikTok exposing a little bit more in my so-called life that I never really did. If you truly are new here, pay attention. I did it for a reason. A trickster spirit can never trick a divine motherfucking being. I'm always be maybe 9,199,999 steps ahead. So I said, Spirit, why are these root workers? It was a lot of different root workers all over the globe. I see a lot of different root workers being handed a stack of money. Hey, we need you to go to this one. Hey, we need you to go to that one. Hey, but the root workers so oblivious, they don't even know that we, the divine beings, need the root worker to unleash the curse that they are trying to bind to the divine chosen ones. It's called balance. You bring your wickedness, and I bring my light within my own darkness. Not wicked, darkness. So we bring those two together, we become allies. What do kings do when they need to come together and attack the oppressor that's really going to try to attack the other kingdoms? Even though that king has already went to war with the same goddamn other king in the other world, on the other side of the planet, even though they didn't went into a war, them two have to somewhat come together to defeat the motherfuckers that's coming with 30 more thousand billion people to do this war. Just like America and China one day will have to come together instead of warring. And they will have to come together probably against Russia. You get what I'm saying? So when you look at spiritual attacks and you look at how many people they go and press and ask, hey, we need you to come up against this person. That's the same with the spiritual community, with root work. The same. We know what you are and who you are before you even speak to us. But yet, this is what somebody said to me. They said, if you already knew somebody was trying to come and destroy you or try to attack you, why would you still be around them, or why would you So it basically was your fault that the attack happened. Told on yourself. And that's exactly what I wanted you to do. And as you said that, I let you speak. But I instantly told you after. See, in this reality, we already signed a contract to come on this realm to defeat and meet many, many people, such as the people that come and send small attacks, such as neighbors, family, cousins, aunties, uncles. We are here to cause judgment. We're not here to make friends. It was not meant for me to pull straight back, because if I pull straight back at every attack, I would never know who sent the attack and where the attack come from. You must investigate every attack in your life. If you do not, you will continue the same attack for the rest of your life. Every attack sent to destroy me or my kind or my people, I must investigate. That's the contract I signed before I got here. I said, Spirit, How much did they pay this root worker to go after the chosen ones around the globe? $900. Now, I'm going to tell you what did take place. Somehow I get a ticket. A day after I did a private reading with the root worker. I get a ticket. But instead of the ticket frustrating me, I said it. It's already paid. I paid it already. Ticket is gone. No need to even talk about it. I only speak about things that's completed. So I'm gonna talk about that. My bad. Already gone. But it was a pattern. See, most of these root workers are sloppy. They the best in their town. They the best in their communities. They the best. But they're sloppy when it comes to divine beings like myself. Because you charge too quickly. And let me tell you how you know a root worker, because they charge quickly. No, they don't charge with an attack quickly. They charge with the kindness as a form of weakness quickly. Yes, we gonna be best friends. We go this. We gonna go to Jamaica. We go. Then you get another message on your TikTok. Hey, how you feeling? Blissful. Oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? And when you speak to me, you a celebrity. Chosen one, you done made these witches and warlocks, you done made these root workers go crazy. They have went marbles. You have caused judgment. Now the root worker that was paid to come and attack you because she was so high ranked, she studied you here on TikTok for I say a whole 5-6 months, right? To try to see how she was going to get in. But when she got in and she tried to show that quick attack. See, listen, it's not even a full moon yet, right? Be careful. Be mindful of those that try to come and convert and be partying out with you around a full moon. Them the ones that's trying to seal the deal. But before the moon can even present itself, she tried to make her first attack. But I corrected it right then and there. And not only did I correct it, you told me all your plans. You told me every hand that was in your jar paying you. You showed me the children that you have tried to condemn. You, hold on. You done opened up your whole Akashic to me now. Now you are in debt with me. But not only that, I'm going to forgive you. But now you're spellbound. You're spellbound. If you don't know what spellbound is, 9 in the chat. Go look it up. Spellbound is when you have disrespected the terms of magic and you got away with it for a long time. Of course, karma and God will spellbound you and curse you from using your magic because you used it in the wrong way. But somehow they learn how to manipulate the energy to hide the cloak. And most of these witches, warlocks, and root workers, they hide themselves in their children. And their children energy is on the parents. So not only are most of these witches and warlocks and root workers and all these motherfucking grave diggers, not only Are you in debt to me? And you are under judgment because of what you tried to attempt and attack towards me. You are now in debt for what you have done to your own child or children. Because our children are not our property. They are free-willed beings, here to teach us another form of life, here to guide us to a different way of parenting, here to complete us on certain assignments. Some of them are, some of them not. So not only did I go through your Akashic record, I see everybody in on the take. And God damn it, it was a lot of you man-made creatures. It was a lot of you. I ain't gonna lie. When it came down to physical numbers, y'all had that one. But when it come down to numerology and the spiritual realms of things, do you see this flower here? How it's one big flower, but in every part of this flower, you see nothing but small glimpses of everything else a part of this universal pineal gland lotus. Ashe? That's how our ancestors are. So this root worker I come in contact with, all root workers are connected even when they don't like each other. So it was best for me to come in contact with this kind of root worker that was paid to come towards me to seal something. But I end up breaking a curse from around this neighborhood. On top of that, not this neighborhood, breaking a curse from around chosen ones' neighborhoods and their communities, their apartments, their buildings. Not only was that, your traveling has been released from the ties. So when I got to cutting into this root worker, right? Somebody pull up. She was singing Oshun songs, but she was trying to put her own tune in it, the frequency that she's battling with. I put my phone off of a speaker, and a man ride up on a motherfucking bike, a motorcycle, and he playing. I may not always, I'm always there when you call, but I may not, no wait. I'm not always on time, but I'm always there when you call. So baby, be mine. My ancestors telling me, I may not be there when you call, but I'm going to be there on time. And right now we here. Right now we with you. So while she's trying to channel these, I'm hearing this. So she stopped singing the Orisha songs and started trying to channel the music that I was tuned into. And she started using her own words like soul, your soul is mine. And I said, ooh, yeah. She's talking about singing with me. No. Tell me more. See, they want to be they want you to be afraid to confront the motherfucking wicked. I already walked through hell. I already dealt with all the betrayal. Why would I be afraid to face you? Actually, I'm the one that gave you access to come to me. See, you got to go through my ancestors before you can even manifest in my reality. But not only do you have to go through my ancestors, you have to go through me. And I said, let her through. Just like God would do. You think God don't know when you got a dart behind your back or you got your little shanker? You think God don't know that? You think we don't know when you are coming prepared to evaporate someone? You get what I'm saying? You think we don't know this? Or you want us to not know it? So you want us to stay away from attacks? In this life, this planet will never be all peace. Ever. Stop reaching it. You are who condemn and hold the peace. You are who is walking heaven, literally. You trying to die to get there. No, stay here and figure out how to get it through life. And then when it's time for you to transcend, because we all got to go, at least you know you was able to complete and have heaven on earth. I always tell y'all, life ain't hard. It's the people you have in your life that make it hard. It's the illusions they paint around your life. Get what I'm saying? So I couldn't help but notice when I was speaking to this root worker earlier that day, she was real nice. She was cool. But I knew it was something. Soon as the moon started coming, start getting dark, she started getting real aggressive. Talking about her life and her family and her this and that. But her aggression wasn't at them. It was at me. She was mad. Why isn't it working? Why is she so calm? Why she's not talking about what happened the other day when I got up here and I told y'all about certain things? Why she's not talking about that? Just like downloads, I don't continue to harbor on the conversation for days. It'll stagnate us. When you get that download, release it or it will stagnate you. When you manifest your shit and you go plant your seeds, do you go back over there and dig the dirt to see how far the seed grew? Do you go over there when you manifested a new house, new life, new this, new that, new car, new job, new money? You ain't finna keep going to check the manifestation to see if it's finally growing. You ain't finna go to the backyard and start. Did you grow yet? Oh, it's a little bud on it. Let me bury you back again. No, you're gonna do more damage. I know the fucking law of the universe. Not just the law of the land. The law of the universe. The cosmic laws. We don't speak about the same shit every single day. Now, if y'all ever catch me on here repeating something that has already transpired, know that it is something to throw off the enemy. Remember I got up here and I told y'all somebody's been watching my TikToks and they have been going. Now, since it's completed, I'm able to speak of it. I couldn't tell y'all too much. Remember I said, give me a moment, I'm going to tell y'all. Because I wanted this person to come through. You can't just bogart through my shit. No, I want you to come. The reason why a lot of shit ain't manifested, the reason why a lot of people can't even attack you, because they, hey, how you doing? You're not being authentic. You're not facing me. You're running from me. No spell work, no magic, no nothing can manifest in this life unless they come and tell you what they gonna do to you, even if it's in third party. You have to. That's a spiritual law. Anybody that has ever done spell work on you, they had to tell you it first. Y'all just ain't listening. That's just like when you meet a man and he tell you how he ain't no texter. Basically, he's not interested in knowing more about you. He tell you all this shit first, but you picture a whole different fantasy. You looking at the future and what it could be. You're not listening to this man tell you, oh yeah, my baby mama this and that. I can't see my kids like that. No, he don't see his children because that's not a priority. They always told us. I knew every ex that I had, they always told me. Every friend I had, they always told me. Let me tell you how I knew a friend was really the enemy. Because they come in your life and they talk about all the shit that the last friend did to them. Yeah, and they was a Taurus just like you. Or they was a this just like you. They was chunky too, but I love them. I gave them all the. You caught them. That's an enemy. That's not a friend. See, when we meet our soul tribes, we thinking about future and bliss. We're not thinking about what the last person did, the last person did, the last person did. This is how they show you. This is how. This is how they reveal themselves. Are you listening? Are you sensing? Are you smelling? Are you feeling? So when you catch mimicking and monitoring spirits, monitoring, mimicking you, baby, let me tell you something. They only can monitor your avatar. Only how a monitor, mimicking, or a destiny swap, anybody in that nature can attack you or something in your life, they have to face you faced on. And they have to show you the real them. Especially this, why do you think so many content creators are going further with being authentic? They get up here with their hair everywhere, get more views. Because we are in an authentic vibration. You cannot come and attack me if you didn't ask permission from me to attack me. Yes, chosen one. They have to ask you permission before they attack you. Now, let me tell you what the permission is. Spiritually or physically. Meaning as you feel that this conversation is being forced, but you standing there longer and they sucking your energy. That is an agreement to their attack. Now, another attack is when they come and gossip and tell you that such and such doing this. Whole time it's them doing it. That is a verbal attack. That is how they start up the pot. You just don't listen. When they want you to get up here and say, yeah, I'm under spiritual attack. I did that to keep them coming in. I was sitting in the car today, last night at 3 a.m., y'all. And my granddad, I put him in the front seat. I said, Granddad, it's just me and you. My phone was in the house on the charge. I said, it's just me and you. And I heard my ancestors say, I actually seen them and heard them. And they was like, well, it was my grandmother and my uncle. I don't know who it was, but they all came. But they was just talking about me, to me. They said, you was a motherfucker. You amaze us. How did you know this? But yet you played the energy off as if you didn't know. Why did you seem as if you were welcoming and friends with them? Whole time you knew they planned. I said, what did I sign the contract for before I got here? I wouldn't know that they're guilty if I didn't hear what they had to say. I wouldn't know if they truly for me or the chosen ones on this ram if I didn't listen to what they had up their sleeve. I need to know further information. I can't just go and say busted judgment. No, I'm not doing my job. I'm not doing my purpose. Send it back. I'm not doing my purpose. Why do you seem like you let these attacks hinder you online, but really, you cooking up something? This is what I heard the wicked saying now. Because they really thought the attacks worked. But what really messed it up is they thought these attacks were the reason why my energy was low. The real reason why is because the phoenix had to rise from that flames that they created for me. See, the flame don't burn or harm me. I just got burnt in the oven the other day. Where's that? Where's that? Right here on my hand. And I didn't even get a burn mark. It just stinged a little bit. And it burnt me good. See, not only that, when I lit my bowl outside, a flame reached up and burnt my eyelash, but not my whole face. She just wanted to kiss me. She didn't mean to burn my lash. See, the flames work with me, not against me. What smell like? I'm gonna be done in a second, baby. Grand Rising. Not only that, I had to know what you were up to. Not only just knowing what you're up to, I needed to know what every cult that worked with you was up to. How many of them did they put on this planet to fuck with the chosen ones and the divine beings right now? I needed to know your whole motherfucking cult. I needed to know who you work with, who's the leader, who's the high rank, how many people saved and spent money to purchase you. I needed to know all of this because if I didn't leave with all of this, I would still be confused. And now somebody else gonna have to come and fill in your shoes because I didn't fucking get the fucking message. Chosen one. Leo season. You're about to burst into nothing but abundance. All of you. Because see, this wasn't just for me. See, I just put myself out there like Jesus did. Kind of was like the fake sacrificial lamb. Just to see what they were doing to us. Because it ain't no way in goddamn planet Earth that most of the divine feminines on this realm was going through all this shit around Gemini season. It's no way I went on my TikTok and they keep showing me different divine feminines going through the same stuff. It ain't no way I see 3 new neighbors going through the same car problems. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. Who's behind this, spirit? Oh, we got a root worker, not spirit. When I say spirit, I talk to the lower realms, because the spirits is lower realms. I want y'all to know that. Souls are higher realms, but my ancestors is connected strictly to me. But I ask spirit, who's behind all this? We can let you know, but we got somebody knocking on your spiritual door. I said, who? She's a root worker. She's one of the best in her time. She has done a lot of different things to different people. But somehow, we cannot condemn her yet because she has not showed the authenticity to be condemned correctly. And if she did show the authenticity that she disliked someone before she attacked them, she didn't show it truthfully. They didn't put her in her place. They just allowed it to take place. I said, oh, they did? Yeah. So she was sitting there. This is what me and Spirit having the whole conversation. This was a month ago. I say a month and a half ago. I said, so what else? Yeah, so what she would do is she would go to these divine beings or these chosen women and chosen people or men. And she will, pull them in with generosity. But then she will hurry up and condemn them quickly and show aggression towards them. But they weren't corrected because they would be thrown off square because she'd be talking about somebody else. But the energy was showing them that she wasn't with them. So she was cloaking. No, she didn't cloak. She showed exactly who she were. They just wasn't paying attention good enough. They didn't listen to her aggression, even though anybody that has gotten a private read from me, I always say these words. I'm going to say only a few because I don't want nobody else knocking and cocking. They got to go do their spiritual work to know that. I always say, I will not be able to read you after this reading is over without your energetic or verbal consent. Energetic meaning as somebody can come in your energy and play with the mouth and tell you, yeah, I love you. The whole time their energy goes against you. It's angry. It's mad at you. You have to zone their lips out and hear the energy. And that's what the root worker was getting away from. She was not guilty because they didn't listen to their intuition in the presence. Not even if they weren't in the presence, in the conversation, in the converting of this root worker. But see me, I listen to everything. I let you in just enough so you can get some. See, root workers, they need information before they can come after you. They need something personal that you hold dear to them. They need something sacred that you don't share with nobody else. They need to feel like you are the only one. They are the only ones in your bubble. I told her, I said, yeah, I normally don't talk about nobody. Only reason why I use those same programs is when I know the program has presented itself to me again. Instantly, she said, you on the way to a new level. I said, you think so? I act like I didn't know. Not only that, the moment her aggression started to spew out, I said, come on in. What else? Yeah, these motherfuckers. I said, what else? What else? I said, it's okay. I feel where you're coming from. I'm happy you feel it. I do. Yeah. I hope you're really paying attention to my words. I hope you're really paying attention to what I'm saying. I said, oh, I paid attention to everything. And see, when I started condemning her, instantly she quieted up. She got real quiet. Then she started singing, tapping out. Yeah, you go this and that. Something gonna happen to this. Da, 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 da. I said, let me tell you something. We all signed a contract before we got here. Cutting tours, I can't even tell y'all the rest because that's just like a manifestation. That's just like a spell. That's just like a plant. You planted this seed, you planted in the yard. You can't keep going to uncover it to see how far it has grown. You have to leave it be. But I can say one thing. She was afraid. She was scared. Not only did I say that, I sent her a message. A nice one. I'm going to tell y'all what I sent her. And y'all may think this stuff is movie shit. Y'all may think it's fake. But I needed to go through this to see why all the divine feminines was going under attack around this time. So they wanted to throw the energy off. Now, it was certain people in your energy that has caused this caught to start to process. So there was people in your energy that did pay certain root workers. But they don't even understand they were assigned to pay these root workers. They were called to do it, not by the demonic forces. They were called to do it by our ancestors too. It showed my uncle, he a trickster, showed me in one of these wicked people ears, said, yeah, go get that root worker to put a root on her. Yeah, do it. You want to do it anyway, do it. Say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to send the money. Y'all, let's do something. Let's do a yard sale. Let's do a gathering. Let's do something to try to handy up this money to pay this root worker. She the best of the best. She didn't put roots on everybody we didn't send her to. Yada, 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 yada. See, I wouldn't know what the root worker and the root workers community was up to if I didn't let her come in. So not only have the curse been broken from my reality, it has been broken from all of the chosen goddesses' reality. Every goddess on this motherfucking planet, you are rising. You have already rose. You probably felt the shift last night and this rising. Because I didn't go to bed till about 5, 6 a.m. Because I was out here speaking to the ethers, the cosmic realms, the netters, the negative entities. I was speaking to the demons, the demonics, the dead, the wicked. I was talking to God. And they was in the car. They was like, how the fuck? See, this is why we chose you. This is why we chose you. How do you do this? What the hell? And they just laughing. They just laughing. But y'all done gave this woman y'all money. And now she over there losing her marbles. She thrown off. She never been thrown off a day in her life. She's never been caught. She has never been caught because people ignored it. And they didn't think about it till the next day after she done already put the damn curse on you. After she done put the curse on you, that's when you finally start figuring it out. You be like, damn, she did say all this when we was on the phone. She did do all this when we was this and that and that. When I came over her house and did some spiritual cleanses, she did do that. No, baby, because I'm going to tell you something about me. And that's, like I told y'all in the beginning, that's only how a curse and a spell can manifest in any chosen one's life. If the person directly come to you and tell you, and they can say it in third party. They can say, yeah, you know, such try to put a curse on you. That is them telling you that they tried to do it to you. That is an energetic and verbal conceal. So when they instantly try to send a text, you supposed to instantly go behind it. She kept saying, do you get what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? I said, no, I don't get it. I don't agree with it either. She thought I was foolish. It scared her. And it probably scared others too. So let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all what I sent her. This is a message. So I want y'all to know it's actually somebody I spoke to in the physical. They did manifest from the spiritual. Because like I say, everything has to manifest from the spiritual. So I'm not going to show her number. But this is the conversation. You see that? So not only did I say what I needed to say over the phone, Yeah, this real. I said, I would love to say thank you for showing who you work for. See, you thought I was a fraud. I now hope you figured it out. The anger in your tone, I knew all too well. See, they didn't inform you well enough. Your chants, your words, your attempts to bind. We didn't join forces, we were allies. Thanks for your service. Now your judgment letter is sealed. I now see you clearly without the cloak. You will never succeed with the magic you wish to have. You have been spellbound. You sold out. Maybe you should have waited a few more days. You or what's connected to you. 222. You will face what you tried to call upon me. May you see the truck. Be careful, young entity. No ancestors of the Orishas will assist you. They are made aware of your doing. Jamaica, LOL. You really thought you had one. Ashe, see you. I said, Ashe, see you know of the language, but you know of the language, but you would never know the converting. And my phone died. And I said, and I forgive you and love you. XOXO. Phone died. They let me say it just enough. Show you the proof. Not only show you the proof, show you what I said after. Because I already condemned her on the phone. Oh, I said that shit instantly. She got quiet. She was stuck. But if you can hear the shit that she was trying to hurry up and say to fear, if you can hear what she was trying to say and how calmly I had addressed it. But I must say, I woke up today, it's sunny outside. Oh, sunny day, when I reach the shore, I swallow all my pride. I give you all my time and more. Oh, sunny day, when I reach the shore. You get what I'm saying? So, when she was singing the Orisha song, she was trying to channel with the half moon. See, she tried to do her attack instantly because she was high ranked. So she really should have waited to the full moon, but she couldn't. Her aggression showed. So what she wanted to do was show aggression last night, and she wanted to wait to the full moon to fully charge. But I caught her at the half aggression. You get what I'm saying? You can't play with me. On top of that, when she's singing and channeling the Orisha songs, I hear her frequency. She's not channeling the Orishas because the Orishas has come to me and told me instantly. I don't know why she got our name in her mouth. We don't assist. She kept mentioning Jamaica, so this got to be some Jamaican magic she's trying to use. This has to be some Jamaican shit. Some chop the necks of the chicken, leave the blood on her car. This is all they doing. Remember I told y'all the other day it was blood on my car? In GTA. TikTok for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. So I want y'all to know something. I completed it. Your life should go very smoothly now. Everything is everything, and nothing is nothing at all. We in this together, divine feminines. We rose. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice something, and I sacrificed myself to see what the fuck they were doing. Who was up to this, and why? And now that I know every goddamn thing in her Akashic and all the root chakras and all the root workers Akashic, baby, I didn't woke up. It's like I was I had to go to sleep because I was too deep in these people Akashic. I'm like, her own child? Damn it. Sickness? Oh, shit. The devil? Oh, she's about to, not only her, but somebody else? Ashan? Who? All these different names. I don't remember names, but I remember spirits. They was assigned to Lena. They sent the root worker to Ashley. They sent the root worker to T. They sent the root worker to Bree. To Kayla. They sent root workers to all of us. Oh, why It's the rejection of the Eve gene, the Jazzabell, the demonic woman, the one that has no access to the celebration spiritually that the chosen divine being goddesses are in right now. That don't have the keys to open up to the heaven pearly gates. Fertility is rebound, meaning they will only produce demonic children. So these women, they was rejected from God. So now they want to go against the divine goddesses. I said, you motherfuckers, I would have never knew this if I didn't get so-called attacked. I would have never knew this if I didn't study the wicked. I would have never knew this if I didn't hear what the fuck they was whispering. I would have never knew. I would have never been able to seal and unseal the curse that they tried to place over all the divine feminines that has been accepted to the heavens realm without passing away. Today she feel mistaken. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul. They're lost. They're damaged. They hurt. Oh, they're in agony. They're mad. But yet they can feel the shift that the divine feminines are coming in contact with. They know that you just got a new key. It's like Harry Potter. You got a new key, divine feminine. Destiny. They sent a root worker to you too. It's been depleted. It's been completed. They showed me a woman. Let me tell you something. Pack your bags and go to the beach. And I'm talking about, even if you don't go to the beach physically, spiritually pack your bags. Spiritually. You have been granted a key to the heaven's gates. Now you can actually go up in there and enjoy the fruits of the labor there and your fruits of your labor here. I crack myself up because it's not just me cracking myself up. I hear my ancestors like, God damn it, that's why we chose you. We thought you didn't. My ancestors don't even be knowing what I'm up to sometimes. Because I don't let them know it either. Sometimes my ancestors be thrown off too. They be like, we didn't even know you was doing this. We thought they was really hurting you. We thought they was really getting you together. That day I posted that video and I told y'all I was crying. It wasn't tears of what y'all thought. But I let you think exactly what you wanted to think. Including the one that was on here constantly attacking my content. It was all tied to her. We good now. You know, you got others that will come in from time to time. But she will only have to come in from inauthenticity, meaning fake pages. So her shit would never work. See, when she was on her actual page, it kind of did play a little part of my views dropping. You know, it played a little part, but it never worked now. Because when you block somebody physically on a phone, anywhere, or TikTok, you instantly block them spiritually. Don't let them think it's just a block list for a reason. No, you block them spiritually too when you do that. Just like they can call your phone whenever they want to talk to you. That's how they can do some magic too, because it's a direct connect to you. That's why you don't give your number out all the time. And that's another thing. I didn't give my number out. It was a text now. Or it was a number that was already changed. So, now, all I hear is movement. Everybody moving around. They're scared. They say, God damn it. We thought it would have worked. It didn't work. See, now I used to park my car in the back. But now my car is parked in the front. And my grandfather in there too. So, yeah. I didn't know why I was called to get up last night before I even spoke to this woman on the phone. I didn't know why I was called to get up and wash my car. I couldn't rest. I heard Spirit say, get up and wash your car while your seat's out. The mechanics that attempted to steal. I made it seem like on the internet that they were sent from God. But no, they believe their demonic source is God as well. See, I threw them all off because they was on here monitoring, watching my shit. I said, yeah, these mechanics, they from God, not knowing that they had to be condemned to judgment too. The mechanic said, you family. But yet, you tried to play me. You tried to play me. You tried to play me. Whole time, nothing was wrong with my vehicle. It was only some dust on a tube, right? They had to take it out, clean it off, and put it back in. That's all they had to do. The motherfucker told me $900 for a fuel pump. We gonna work with you though. Bring us whatever you got. Some said, nah. Go get it checked out. Never put the fuel pump in there. My spirit said it was a tube. Not only did my spirit say that, I go down my motherfucking Facebook, and this a lady kept saying, your car didn't start? That's because a tube needed to be cleaned off. A screw. All you had to do is unscrew it, clean it off, put it back in, and now it started. And it kept coming up 5-6 times. It came on my Facebook, on TikTok, and then it turned around and came up on Instagram and on YouTube. I said, my ancestors clarifying it. I said, you motherfuckers tried to get away too. Not only that, when I go to the new mechanic and the new mechanic do all the shit for free, guess what? The mechanic that stays in this community blew my phone up. Oh, you warlock, you wanted to touch my car? Touch my traveling, you don't want to dance. Now you really mad, you know you can't touch my car. Transportation now, you want me to down, you want me to cry. All of them condemned to judgment. See, I couldn't speak of this unless it was completed. This is why I couldn't tell y'all what was going on. This is why I wanted the wicked to think that it was working. This is why I wanted them to think they have succeeded. If you owe a mechanic money, why he ain't blowing you up for your money? Why he ain't texting and calling your phone? There ain't that much trust in the world, baby. Because even me, I want my money. Even if I sell it to you for $10, send me my money. No. You doing it because you're guilty. I took my car back up to the shop, driving my car all mad, guilty. I said, man, y'all ain't finna gaslight me. You thought I was crying the other day because of y'all? You ain't finna gaslight me? I might have gaslit you a little bit. Because my tears wanted to truly show if you had empathy and kindness. And if you was going to be upfront and honest. But you disregarded that you thought you had one. Not only did you think you had one, you have done this to many people, especially elderly people. You have played elderly people out of thousands of dollars. And you have created problems. He said, nothing wrong with your car. See, nothing wrong. I said, lift it up. He lifted up. While he lifting it up, here comes somebody else that worked with him trying to talk to me. I said, this the fuel pump right here? Yeah. Fuel pump never been touched. I can see that. But when I take it to the other mechanic, the mechanic said, them screws never been unscrewed. And I learned this from the state board. Them screws never been unscrewed. They didn't do nothing. Not only that, I see that you pour something in my fuel tank because you wanted to create another problem so I can truly come back. When I took the car there, he said they drove it, test drive it. Nothing is wrong. I said, man, you did something. My intuition let me know. He driving it off fast as shit. He get back to da-da-da-da. Not only when he get back to the shop, I said, check my transmission fluid. I'm making them work harder now. Check my transmission fluid. Check my engine light. Check all this shit because now you about to pay. And so while he doing it, I'm watching they whole move. I'm sitting there, I'm like, He said, leave the car here for a few hours. I said, I got to go make this money for y'all, right? You know, you said you wanted, what, $900. Remember I told y'all I paid the root worker $900. Spiritual sign. I needed all this to happen. I said, no, leave it here. I said, I got to go make your money. He said, I had to go to work. I said, I got to go make the money. He's like, no, leave it here. We work with you. We work with you. No. You wanted me to leave it there so you can actually do the fuel pump and try to make it seem like that was the problem. But really, that was never the problem. Really, it was a fucking screw that all you did was foo. Matter of fact, it wasn't even just the screw. It was the battery because my daughter left the back door open a little bit that night before the car didn't start. Not only fucking that, you sat around this motherfucking, you poo something in my fuel injection to make my shit run funny. But then Spirit told me, don't fill your shit up with gas. Keep driving it. Don't either get that shit up out your tank and cleanse your gas. Don't even go to your normal gas station. I said, Spirit out, some look at these. They wanted it. They wanted this. That's what they wanted. They wanted this. They wanted to dismember the traveling from the divine goddess. Not only that, they wanted to take her views. They wanted to reblock her. Not only that, they wanted TikTok to seem like it was attacking her. Not only that, they wanted her funds to go low in this community. Not only that, they mad because they can't lay with her, fight her, none of this. No. Not only that, the family over there hiding behind, yeah, look at all this stuff happening to her. She over there going crazy. She over there going through a lot of stuff. She better not call us. Look at that. All of them work together, but guess what? Thank you. I forgive you. But this is a different forgiveness. I don't forgive to let you come over and think we are friends and cool. I forgive you because forgiveness is inner peace and inner me. I was never created to give you hate back. I was never created to always fight my own people. I wasn't created to do that, but if I have to, I will. I wasn't created to go around here just attacking you because you attacked me. No. I waited. I watched. I seen. I studied. I did my homework. And every test, best believe it was an A, B, or C. So now that I completed you too? Oh, not you. Now that I completed all you motherfuckers at one time, I done got it all out the way. Now make room for my motherfucking deliveries to get here. New furniture all through this bitch. Matter of fact, I want the living room painted black and gold. Matter of fact, paint my door gold. Matter of fact, cut my grass and put a K in the middle of my yard. Matter of fact, put my grandfather in my car. He's no longer needed in a home like that because he's here already. Matter of fact, I need a new stove, stainless steel to be exact. Give me the touchscreen motherfucking TV. Give me the touchscreen motherfucking refrigerator too. Matter of fact, I don't even really want much money, divine God. Just can I sit up there in the cosmic realm a little longer tonight? Not only that, you have called in all the forces to protect me at this time now. Everybody that tried to go up against me is now crowning at my motherfucking feet. Crowning meaning as they head is bowed. Not only that, the storm's still coming for you. Not only that, the death you intended for me and my chosen collective has already been assigned to you and yours. Not only that, I fasted unknowingly the other day. I lost 10 pounds in one day. Y'all can't tell, my face looks skinny. You can't tell? Hold on. Not only that, now I'm gonna just do this just to do it. And this is not to boast. This is not to beg. This is not to create an illusion to make people think that this is all that matters in this life, to travel. But not only that, somebody knocked on my door today to see if my Ring doorbell worked. It works. Not only that, I didn't put the new battery because I seen them coming to knock on my door to investigate to see if it worked. Not only that, but here go one more thing.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
I'm going to leave a message. I'm going to let you know that I love you. And thank you for always watching these hoes. And I watch them too out the window. My grandfather, my ancestors do too. This is not spiritual psychosis. That's an illusion. I only went through it once, 2019. So other than that, yeah, continue to let me know what's going on the block. To keep me some database. That way, if they disrespect the trespassing sign, they shall be depleted and completed. Ashe. Expiration date. Okay? So, you know how in life, when you get your new shit, you gotta boast it a little bit? No, I don't want to do that. I just want to show people that I like to figure out what's the root problem. And if I can't figure out the root problem, I will let you balance it out. If you think it's due to not having balance, Psychosis is when your old self is dying, but you don't want to let it go. You got to understand, we're born spiritual. Even the wicked children, we're born spiritual. So we only have to let go of the fake world. That's what psychosis really is. And you go through that once throughout your spiritual journey. Now, if you keep going through it, that's simply because you're spellbound. Other than that, they be illusions. They want you to seem like you crazy, do this and that. They already do. So, yeah, that's exactly what it is. You got to release the old world, what you knew of real. And that's a lot to handle. A lot of people that's spiritual take themselves to the heaven's gates because of that reason. You get what I'm saying? Is that why you've been weak? Could be other reasons why you've been weak spiritually, because you're probably not learning a lesson. Okay? So, and before you even use those words, I'm only using that word psychosis because somebody tried to use that spiritually in a spirit realm with me. Other than that, I don't really use those words because all those words are spells created to keep you condemned and silenced and, you know, spells on yourself. Nobody can put a spell on you unless you allow and agree to it. They chose to teach us spell words and gossiping and stuff like that so that we can put spells on ourselves. So break the spells from selves. When people say, girl, you this and that, don't listen to it. You speak, you condemn it instantly. Don't wait till the next day. Do that shit right then and there. Don't let nobody slide when it come to you. No spell will work. Even when this root worker spoke of Jamaica, she instantly told on that too. Not only just Jamaica, what else happened, Spirit? They was trying to tell me to tell y'all something. Ashley, a root worker was sent to you. It could have been a name of Ashley or your name could be Ashley. The root worker has now been condemned. I see a J. I also see, I don't know why I see a Kylie, Jennifer, Tiffany, Marcus, Mika, Jennifer. I see a Jennifer. They almost had you completely under. But I completed it right just in time, Jennifer. You okay, baby? Brianna or Bianca. Up in those names, they tried to put you under. I broke it in time yesterday. Spiritual baths. They want all the divine feminine to do spiritual baths, baby. Do spiritual baths around this. Do your spiritual baths all the way up into the full moon and after the full moon. Just get in the tub. You don't have to put flowers every time. Just intentions. Your intentions is showing you. Just get your ass in that tub for the next few days. Don't shower, tub it. And if you do shower, just hurry up and shower and then tub it still. I hear it's a new level. It's a new level. There will be many candlelight visuals. There will be many candlelight visuals. There will be many attacks. Now, every woman on my block that they had tried to attack their cars are back up and running. 2 of my neighbors outside of me had car issues. And then not only that, my neighbor, when I pulled home yesterday, the other neighbor that always speak to me, and he stated himself, he had a tire issue. Either way it go, anybody that had car issues, it is now completed and over. The divine is about to send you people that will help you instantly. You won't have to pay much money. Another thing, monitoring spirits are being called to be picked. Their eyes are being picked out by nature. Not only that, they're going to hide from you now. They don't want to see you. They don't want you to see them. They're going to hide. They're going to hurry up and go in the house. So if you got a block full of people and then all of a sudden, as soon as you come outside, they go straight in the house, that is what's going on spiritually. They're hiding from you. You know pretty much everything that has taken place. But I'm here to let you know, I was the sacrificial lamb a few days ago. I did this just to figure out why all the divine feminines was being attacked at this moment. They assigned so many, just like the stimulus checks, they assigned so many bad checks of root workers to our lives to try to get us. But I know if I would have ignored this woman when she kept trying to pull on my energy, I wouldn't know as much as I know now. I knew it was an attack, but I had to go through the attack to know exactly who did it. Sometimes you gotta pull the shit down the drain to see which drain it come out of, to know which one and which part of that drain is actually the one that's busted. We won't know unless we actually sacrifice some extra cleaning. We actually got to sacrifice some extra doing. Got to probably lose a couple coins. We have to see. All you attract is warlock men. If you keep speaking that, that's all you're going to attract. Okay? Them spells, you just placed the one on yourself. And if I would have spoke with exactly what you said, and I would have read it the exact way you said it, it would have been like me speaking it over myself. So be careful with me, baby. I know exactly what certain things mean. That's why I always say you. Remove the I and put the you. You. So, what do spiritual baths consist of? Look it up. God literally brung you here. Your phone screen went out blurry and popped up. Ashe, because you needed to be here. It's been released, baby. But mentally, you've been seeing a lot. You have been released, baby. Everybody on this motherfucking live have been released from the motherfucking root work that was trying to come up against you. I haven't been in contact with one that was connected to the rest of them. And they all have been clipped, just like the FBI. Sometimes we don't come just like the FBI. They don't indict you until they got enough proof to keep you in there for a very long time. We need proof. We need to watch. Matter of fact, we need to come. We need to sacrifice ourselves and basically put ourselves on the line to be under the cover. Investigate you. Spiritually, it's just like spiritual awareness, spiritual abundance, spiritual reality. Everything that works here is manifested spiritually first. So now that I went and investigated, there was a few darts in my back. I had to pull them out. I had to bandage my wounds. I did get burnt, but the burn mark didn't hurt. I did hit the thing the other day, and I hurt my thing. Not only that, I did have to zone in on people. I had to give them a little bit of evil eye to make it feel like it worked. I had to. I don't even like giving evil eye. I had to monitor for a second and let them know I had to do like this and make them feel like I'm monitoring them, doing what they doing. I had to make it seem like everything was real until I completed this. Okay? I had to make sure everything was real. I had to. I had to play the game. I had to act really kind and really... I am a kind person, but I don't play no games. But I had to be extra kind because I knew your spirit was going to think it was weakness. I had to meet your children to see their true intentions because I needed to know why this 44-year-old woman walking around here acting like a child. Not childlike. You acting childish like a child. You acting like you're a toddler. I had to see whose energy she's been cloaking with. And when I met her child, or met your child, I see that your child gave me the right stare. You cloaking with that one. I knew it. Okay? So you gotta be careful with certain parents. Don't really do too much with the parents unless you you don't even gotta meet their children. Just have a small interaction with them. Look at their soul, their spirit, and look at their parent. You cloaked. You wear your child's innocence while your child wear your burdens. Now your judgment has been... Now your child is about to get all their fucking energy back, even if they don't want it back. Now you condemned as a parent. Now you not only under judgment for what you're trying to do to me and my ancestors, my tribe, my chosen goddesses around the globe. You're now finna go down even more because you did it to your own goddamn child. Shows what kind of heart and soul you have, well, spirit you have. If you can siphon your own child's infertility, your own child's innocence, and try to walk around here with your own child mask on to get what you want from people because you've been cursed and condemned. And you want to leave your children with your burdens? Baby, you a motherfucking fool. You think I'm going to let you slide. You got to get fucking belt to ass too. And I showed y'all the messages. So if y'all didn't see it, catch it on YouTube. I showed y'all the messages. I don't got to lie about nothing. See, baby, this is motherfucking chess, not checkers. And who's the strongest on the board? Who can move around whichever way she want to go? The divine goddess. You want a snake? You want to be the snake? And let me show you how that motherfucking dragon work. Sometimes you barely hear it. You only can hear it when it's taking off or pulling up. That's only if it want to be heard. Because it can glide slightly down too. I'm never afraid of the darkness. But I'm never afraid of the wickedness either. I enjoy it. I shook hands with many wicked men. Many wicked women. But yet I was still able to cleanse. Not only that, y'all, I went to the market the other day. I didn't have to spend no money. The lady I done made a mistake and scanned my stuff on her stuff. She talked about, yeah, I got ADHD. I'm sorry. I'm trying to move. I said, no, slow down. Take your time. She said, I know, but I got ADHD. I said, that's your superpower. You're not meant to move slow. You're a traveler. Zoned everybody out the store. She didn't even know what was going on. I put a zoned out shield around me and her. Zoned everybody in the store, the grocery store out. She just talking to me. She said, and we talking real low. She said, thank you. I said, that's your superpower. Don't let them condemn you. Don't let them label you. I said, take your time. Matter of fact, don't even take your time. Do exactly what you're called to do. Hurry up and move fast and get up out of here. You could tell she's been heavily judged. I'm not going to say heavily. Hellly judged. You could tell the people that was in the store was looking at her because she was a other colored people. She was one of the gypsies, the yipsies, whatever they call them. The ones that like the 70s show type vibe. They all looking at her. And I looked at them once. And that's when I put the shield around her. She left out. She couldn't even pay for her stuff just yet. I didn't even know. I just started scanning instant because I'm trying to get out of there too. I only got 3 things. I'm scanning. And I'm like, oh, wait. It's on your stuff. Your bill. You didn't pay. 129. Angel number. I said, come on back. You didn't pay. I like, come on, let's get some help to take my stuff off of there. She said, no, it's okay. I said, no. Let me take it off of there. I'm okay. She no, it's okay. I said, let me take it off. She said, no. I'm gonna pay for it. I'm paying for it with my bridge card too. I love her Bridgie girl. Ain't nothing wrong with getting something from the system. We ain't asked to be born here. It was our mom and daddy fault. But since we here, we had to sign a contract in the heavens. Of course, we gonna do what we need to do. But hey, if the life it can be a little easier for, I don't judge nobody with a bridge card. You pop that bridge card out, baby, go ahead. I don't judge you. I don't condemn you. That ain't my place. I wish I can get it. But anywho, she paid for my stuff. And she looked at me. She was like, I just moved so fast. I need to slow down. I said, no. So you're meant to do this. You're okay. You just need a friend that can help you stay on that course of doing exactly what you're called to do. She said, I paint, I do art, I do all that type of stuff. I said, I know. I see it in you. She looked at me. She said, thank you. And she just gave me a hug. She shook my hand. She said, what's your name? She told me her name, but I don't remember names, y'all. I just remember souls and spirits. And she shook my hand, and I felt her energy even more. But when she shook my hand, I told her my name. I said, K Nirvana from the Nirvana tribes of heaven. She said, wow, I love that. I believe it. It fits you. That's who you are. Exactly who I am. Now, just because I come from the Nirvana tribes of heaven, that don't mean I would allow disrespect from hell. That don't mean I would let you try me like you tried Jesus. And that don't mean I'm going to let you get away with your bullshit. I'm going to get your ass right. I share you all. I love you all so much. I wish to send you all love. We are completed. The assignment has been completed. Nothing else they do at this time. The only thing that they will try to do is physically try to come at you. Meaning as they might try to fight. They might try to argue. They might try to pull up on you and say something to you. Or they may try to apologize. These people have no access to you spiritually, physically, or emotionally. They will only come and try to probably apologize. Or, it is what it is. It has been corrected. No more generational problems right around this time. No more illusions. It will get hotter and hotter and hotter. The dragon has spoken. Not only has the dragon has spoken, the gods have spoken. You are protected, divine feminine. No more problems with this week. And if you do have a small glimpse of, that's just the gunk coming up out of the drains because it was stuck. Ashe? Other than that, baby, you are okay. Any dreams you have, complete them. Any conversations you have, pay attention to them. Anything you go through in this life, make sure you're listening with all of these eyes, all of them, and make sure you acknowledging how you truly feel. Zone their words out as they speak and watch their eyes and watch how you feel about them. Don't let nobody play you right now. There's many people going down on this Gemini season. Leo season will be the best season for all divine goddesses and gods because it's the fire flame, the mother of the dragon. She's here. Don't forget, the storm is still coming, so make sure you wear your rain boots and wear your your rain boots and your umbrella because the storm is coming and it's knocking down their door. There will be many candlelight visuals on top of candlelight visuals because the bullets that they intended for you has been directed and turned with the frequency of mother and father and the air frequency, air signs, has been returned to them and their tribes and their people. So you will see many cults go down. You will see many men and baby mamas and baby mama dramas. You will see them be completed with the right side because I didn't just cause judgment on every motherfucking body. I only caused judgment on those that was attacking the divine feminine, the divine feminine son, the divine feminine's husband, anything that is attached to you. So if you was an elder mother that just had a son and your son is 18, you ain't just had him, but that's still your baby. You are protected. So when the divine feminine is protected, her children are as well. So continue to keep rising, divine feminine, and let's keep showing up and showing out and show them why they should just give the fuck up. But even if they don't, just know we're going to have more information on our desk to go through. God damn it, you put more work on this desk for me. I'm going to complete it, but I'm going to do it in my own time. Ashe.